You don't fit. Not in their boxes, not in their crowds, not in their endless noise. You felt it. That quiet pull. Deep in your chest, whispering you were made for something else. They call you strange, a lone wolf, a shadow moving against the grain. But you're not lost. You're a Sigma male, and your habits, the ones they don't understand, are your power. 11 weird habits, 11 truths, each one a piece of the man you are. This is your story, not theirs. Stay with me. Let's unravel who you really are. Habit 1. They speak less than you think. Words are cheap. They spill from mouths like coins from a broken slot machine. Clattering, meaningless, gone. But you weigh each syllable. You hold silence like a blade, sharp, deliberate, ready. They talk to fill the void. You speak to carve truth. Your words are rare, and that's why they cut deep. You've seen their eyes, wide, waiting, hanging on the edge of your pause. They don't know why your silence feels heavy. It's not arrogance, it's discipline. You know the world drowns in noise, and you refuse to add to it. Every conversation is a chessboard. You move only when it matters. And when you do, the room shifts. They'll call you cold, distant, but you're not hiding. You're choosing. Choosing who hears you. Choosing what's worth saying. Your voice is a privilege, not a public broadcast. And in that silence, you hear what others miss. The rhythm of the world, the pulse of your own mind. Habit 2. They disappear without warning. One day, you're there. The next, you're gone. No note, no explanation. Just absence. They panic. They text, call, search. Where is he? They ask, as if you owe them answers. But you don't. You slip through cracks, a ghost in their systems, a shadow they can't hold. It's not cruelty. It's freedom. You leave when the air feels wrong, when the room grows small, when their expectations start to choke. You've always known, staying too long breeds chains, and you were born to roam. They'll take it personally. They'll say you're selfish, but you're not running. You're resetting. You disappear to find yourself again, to strip away their noise, their demands, their shallow games. In solitude, you rebuild. You sharpen your edges. You remember who you are. And when you return, if you return, you're stronger, silent, untouchable. They'll never understand, but you don't need them to. Habit 3. They obsess over one thing. The world chases trends. New phones, new cars, new noise. They scatter their focus like confetti. Not you. You lock onto one thing, one idea, one craft, one truth. It consumes you, not like an addiction, but like a fire you choose to feed. They call it obsession. You call it purpose. Hours vanish. Nights blur into dawn. You dive deeper than they'll ever go, chasing mastery they can't see. A painter with one canvas. A writer with one story. A mind with one question. They don't get it. Why you'd pour your soul into something that might never pay, never shine, never be applauded. But you don't do it for them. You do it because it's yours. Because it makes you whole. Your obsession is your anchor. In a world that pulls you apart, it's the one thing that holds you together. They'll mock your focus. They'll say you're narrow, but they'll never know the depth of a man who dares to go all in. Habit 4. They avoid the spotlight. The stage is bright. Crowds cheer. Egos swell. You're nowhere near it. Not because you can't shine, but because you won't. The spotlight burns. It demands smiles, handshakes, false promises. You'd rather stay in the shadows, watching, thinking, being. They chase fame. You chase truth. They want applause. You want silence. It's not shyness. It's strategy. You know the crowd distorts, twists, devours. In the dark, you're free. Free to create without eyes on you. Free to fail without judgment. Free to be real. They'll call you a mystery. They'll say you're wasting your gifts. But you know better. The man who stands in the light loses himself to please the crowd. The man who stays in the dark builds a world no one can touch. Your power isn't in being seen. It's in being remembered. Long after you're gone, they'll feel you. Habit 5. They question everything. They swallow the rules. They nod, obey, conform. They trust the system, the news, the script. Not you. You question. Always. Why is it this way? Who benefits? What's the cost? Your mind is a blade, slicing through lies, cutting past facades. They call you cynical, a contrarian. But you're not rebelling for sport. You're seeking truth. Every belief is a suspect. Every norm, a cage. You test them all, and most don't survive. It's exhausting, this endless doubting. But you can't stop. You won't. Because you know, the world is built on half-truths, and a man who accepts them is already lost. You question to stay free, to keep your mind your own, to carve your path where none exists. They'll fear your questions. They'll avoid your gaze. But deep down, they envy your courage. Habit 6. They don't need your approval. The world runs on validation. Likes, claps, nods. They beg for it, crave it, break for it. You don't. You never have. Their praise feels hollow. Their criticism, irrelevant. You're not cold. You're self-contained. Your worth isn't borrowed. It's forged. In solitude, in struggle, in silence. They'll try to pull you in. They'll tempt you with belonging. But you know the price. Your freedom, your truth. You've built your own compass. It points where you decide, not where they demand. They'll call you arrogant. They'll say you're aloof. But you're not above them. You're beyond them. Your approval comes from within, from the man you see in the mirror, from the life you've dared to build. And that's enough. More than enough. Habit 7. They thrive in chaos. The world screams. Deadlines, crises, noise. They crumble, panic, beg for order. You don't. You step into the storm and find your rhythm. Chaos is your teacher. It strips away the superficial, reveals what matters, tests your core. You've always known. Calm is a lie. Life is a battlefield, and you were born for it. They cling to plans. You adapt. They fear the unknown. You embrace it. Not because you're reckless, but because you trust yourself. Your mind, your will, your fire. In chaos, you're alive. Your senses sharpen. Your instincts ignite. They'll call you crazy. They'll say you're reckless. But they'll never know the clarity you find when everything else falls apart. Habit 8. They collect strange knowledge. They scroll. They consume. They forget. You hunt. You seek. You keep. Not facts for trivia. Not knowledge for show. But fragments of the world that speak to your soul. Old books. Obscure theories. Forgotten skills. You chase ideas others ignore. Philosophy in dead languages. Maps of stars no one sees. Truths buried in time. They call it useless, a waste. But you know better. Each piece is a brick. Each idea, a step. You're building something they can't see. A mind that's vast, deep, unbreakable. Your knowledge isn't for them. It's for you. It's your map through the dark. They'll laugh at your weird books. They'll mock your pointless facts. But when the world shifts, you'll be ready. and they won't. Habit 9. They guard their time like gold. They waste it. Hours on screens, days on drama, years on nothing. Not you. Your time is sacred. Every second, a coin. Every hour, a kingdom. You say no to invitations that drain, to people who steal, to noise that distracts. They call you selfish. They say you're distant, but you're not here to please them. You're here to live. Your days are your own. You carve them with purpose, guard them with fire. A book, a walk, a thought. These are your treasures, worth more than their parties, their gossip, their games. Time is the only thing you can't replace. You know this. You feel it. And so you protect it, like a wolf guards its den, like a king guards his throne. Habit 10. They feel deeper than they show. They think you're stone. Cold, unmoved. They're wrong. You feel everything, every slight, every joy, every pain. But you don't spill it. You don't scream it. You hold it close, like a fire in your chest. Your emotions are yours, not for display, not for pity, not for sale. You've learned the world punishes the open heart. So you guard yours, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. You cry alone. You rage in silence. You love without words. And when you do show it, a glance, a word, a choice, it shakes the earth. They'll never know the oceans inside you, the storms you've tamed, the battles you've fought just to stand still. Your depth is your power, and you keep it hidden because only you need to know. Habit 11. They walk away without looking back. They stay. They cling. They beg. Not you. You walk, head high, heart steady, eyes forward. A job that cages you, a place that drains you, a person who breaks you. You leave, not out of weakness, but strength. You know your worth. You know your path. They'll call you heartless. They'll say you're running, but you're not escaping. You're choosing. Choosing yourself. Choosing freedom. Choosing truth. You don't look back, because the past is a shadow, and you live in the light. Every step is a vow, to never settle, to never bend, to never lose yourself. They'll miss you when you're gone. They'll regret their words, but you'll be too far ahead to care. These habits aren't flaws. They're your map, your code, your fire. You've always known. You were never meant to blend, to follow, to fade. The world will try to break you, to tame you, to make you small. But you are not small. You are a force, a mind that questions, a heart that feels, a soul that burns. Your solitude is your strength, your silence, your sword, your habits, your shield. You are the Sigma, the lone wolf who walks his own path, not because he's lost, but because he's found. Embrace it. Not their rules, not their noise, but you. All of you. The man who dares to be different. The man who dares to be free. This is your awakening. Not to change who you are, but to own it. Your habits, these strange, beautiful truths, are your power. They make you rare. They make you real. They make you you. The world will never understand. And that's okay. You weren't born for their approval. You were born to carve your own path, to master your mind, to guard your soul. So keep walking, keep questioning, keep being the man they'll never forget. You are enough, more than enough. You are Sigma. And this is only the beginning.